me what happened with that dance thing, the dancing troupe.
Oh, so
also hilarious how you got them to tag Sugar Sammy.
No, I did it.
Yeah.
But then they shared it anyways.
Yeah.
So wait, 7 girls just saw you.
Yeah, I was
Black girls on top of it, not just any. So
Well, first of all, that's my specialty. Stutter again. That's my specialty.
I just can't say black.
Anyways, yeah, they were just dancing. For some random like cab driver was filming them first, and I was like, fuck, and maybe I can get a video, you know.
Right, yeah.
So I was like, fuck, can I get one too? And they were down, and I put my phone there, and I didn't know what to do because I'm fucking autistic. So I'm like, can I just stand here and do nothing? So it'd be funny if they were dancing. Then people are messaging me like, oh, this is like Kanye. Like, this is like something Kanye would do.
Oh,
And I was like, oh, I just lost every Jew in my network. Because of a fucking random video that I filmed.
Kanye, bro.
We're
Like-
drunk by noon. We don't have any drinks.
Well,
whoa,
All right,
whoa,
listen,
whoa, you
fuck
bye,
you,
man.
bye.
What are you
You
bye?
fucking ruined
What?
it.
Okay, you had to clear
Listen, today it's sober.
Copyright strike.
A lot of you don't know
all the logos
you,
off my shit.
you don't know this, but
Esca's like we
but
need
I
the
put
sales.
but I put a bit of vodka in my Starbucks today.
Oh, did
Oh,
you?
good idea.
Yeah. No, I didn't.
Fucking liar. Fucking liar.
I did. I got to drive to Ottawa later on today, so
Oh,
no, this is
shoot.
gonna be a alcohol-free episode.
Yeah. Oh shoot.
But it is what, in the words of Peter Bowen, it is what it is.
It is. Ottawa was fucking crazy yesterday. Legit, it was just like a 4-way freaking intersection, and then like just 2 ambulances, 2 cop cars, and they're all going forward different ways. I'm like, what's going down? What's going down, man? It was insane yesterday.
You remember when you were at Subway once and you said it is what you said? One day I'll find out. When they asked him what your order is. That's for all of our numerous fans. That's his favorite fucking thing to say. Is he was like, one day I'll find out. The guy's like, you want lettuce? One day I'll find out. I'm like, just order the fucking sandwich.
Oh yeah.
You didn't even say one day I'll find out. You said an even more retarded version. You were like, I'll know one day, man.
One day.
What did you say? You said a variation of it.
I can't remember.
It was so much funnier because it was like a half-assed dyslexic version of it.
Yeah, I can't remember. I was like, one day I'll like it, or one day I can't remember what I said, but it was a good time. It was all right.
Maybe it's just one day I'll know.
One day I'll know. That was it. Yeah, one day I'll know. That's it. That's it.
He's like, okay, well, just came out of the toaster, so.
But here was the dream sequence. I was at the Cultures yesterday, and I remember I was like, I did my set. It was fun. It was weird because when I saw like the Haitians speaking English, I'm like, oh, it's they're like, so how did you find the place? I'm like, oh, this is great. These Haitians are perfect. So then I do my thing. There's this Russian guy in the front. I'm like, oh, but I was asking the guy like, oh, where are you from? He's like, I'm from Russia, but I won't tell you anything more. I'm like, oh, fuck. Pecker's afraid of these guys. What the fuck is going on?
So we know he's from Ingushetia. Tower 2.
So then I remember I get off the stage and then I look and I'm like, I swear it's like a dream sequence. I'm looking, I'm like, boom, boom. He's all like, I'm here for my people. I'm like, get the fuck out of here, boom, boom, I was like, Nick, why are you here, bro?
Boom, boom.
I was like, boom, boom. Boom was like, yo, get me on stage, man. I need to talk to my people. I'm like,
Yeah,
what the fuck?
get me out. Yeah, for sure he's there trying to hunt down a fucking spot.
Yeah, it was good. It was
fucking
good.
guy.
Yeah,
This
just
guy, I gave him like McLean's on Wednesday, and it's a fucking packed crowd. And then it's the first time I ever saw this in my life. He's bombing, but the audience is laughing at him bomb.
he's a legend, man.
Yeah, and it's just so funny. He actually had like a decent set, but it's because like his punchlines would fly flat, and then like he'd like try to recover, the recovery would fail, and then they would laugh at him trying to recover, and I'm like, that's hilarious.
Oh, fuck. No, but that's actually that's like the worst audience when they only laugh when the show's not working.
Yeah, yeah.
And you can tell when it's
exactly.
happening.
Yeah. No, they were a good audience though. Like fucking, you did good. Oakley killed it. Fucking.
Oh, that's the night you're talking about.
Yeah.
Wednesday, yeah.
Oh, I thought you said he was in Ottawa.
My
No. That was Saturday.
the retarded bit finally it panned out great. Yeah, it panned out great finally. So excited to cut that for this
Yeah.
week's.
I gotta stop nodding. What am I, fucking Kamala Harris?
I'm losing.
you know the way she talks? She's like, yeah, exactly. She does this when she talks. Enough. Ugh, I have to fucking get that out of my mind.
Shit, you got to think with black chicks today. I don't know.
No, her fucking
you're
her
fixated.
neck looks like my cock.
I know what kind of.
It's like wrinkly in random areas and shit. I tried hanging out with you by last night, actually.
What do you mean try?
Okay, so on the way to meeting her at a bar just to get a drink, like I met this girl who I literally thought was her, but she was like shorter. And then because I'm retarded, I was like, hey, can I take a picture with you? And she was like totally fine with it for some reason. And she was like, why? I'm like, 'cause my friend looks like you. But then she didn't believe me, but she still agreed to
So
it.
you just showed her a picture of you buying the only similarity is that they're both Chinese.
Yeah, so right away she's like, no, it's because she's Chinese. Like we don't actually look the same.
Yeah.
But it turns out they had the same hair, so
Oh,
same
okay.
hair.
That's
See?
cool.
Same fucking.
But then when I got to the bar, she was like DMing me on Instagram because obviously I got her Instagram
Yeah.
for no reason. And then she's like, send pic, because I don't know what she was worried about. I sent her the picture. She writes, LOL, funny. And I was like, oh, okay. So
Probably using a translator.
I think she was just testing to see if I was bullshitting. But like, why would I need a random picture of you? I guess there's many reasons, but
Actually, in my restaurant, there was a guy that was like for there. He's
Whoa,
like,
whoa, slow down. What restaurant?
it's gone now. It's in the airport. It used
Okay.
to be called Montreal on Seine. And there's a guy who used to go in and ask all the waitresses for their socks because he had a foot fetish, but he wouldn't say it was a foot fetish. He was just like, oh, I
Say it's a sock fetish.
so he's like, yeah, I have to do a bucket list before I get married. But he's been saying that for like 5 years. So it's like, I was like what the? He just kept getting socks for freaking with the.
You have no dick. Fucking listen before you get married. Sir, you have no dick.
He just kept doing it. And then he's like, oh, he's a nice guy. He asked me for his socks. I'm like, so you gave it to him? Yeah, okay.
That's crazy. You know what? I used to have a racket in university. So I was friends with this girl who I had met at Frosh. And she'd sell her panties, like used panties online.
Yeah.
But like it'd be to guys in Montreal. And I would be the delivery person. And then but 50% of the time, like the guy wasn't at the address or whatever, and I would just be like standing there. I'm like, okay, like what the fuck? And then I realized it's because these guys are probably just like
Nervous.
like nearby watching if she pops up or whatever. But then like
Oh.
it's me, you know, and I'm like, well,
Wearing the panties.
good one you buy. I don't know. Shout out whorehouses though.
Yeah, they're cool. They're
low,
all right.
low
man.
key the best.
Yeah, they're fucking fun. There's always the guys on the side too that just like kind of like, hey, you don't want any pussy? What's wrong? He's like, what's wrong with you?
So I've never had actually that's a lie. There used to be one there used
Shout
to
out
be
to me.
I missed that. That's actually good.
All right, good recovery, you buy.
She's
You ever bought a hooker?
No, because I have one.
Geisha? Is it like prominent in China? There are whorehouses in China. What's the prostitution situation in China?
first of all, your sales strategy sucks. You just insulted me for an hour.
What do you mean?
When I was chilling with you yesterday, you kept like mocking me the whole time. That's why I left.
Oh no, she does that all the time.
Yeah.
No, I know it was funny though. I'm kidding.
Yeah, you turn into a little fucking gremlin when you drink.
Yeah, I got a glass of wine. She's like, "You're a girl." I was like,
She's not wrong.
I was like, "Fuck this, I'm leaving."
Not wrong.
She'll do that.
And you said,
I walk out of it where I trip on a crack in the ground. Power move. Some girl made one little joke about me. I can't handle it.
Yeah, your coworker.
That's why we ended up agreeing is that we're colleagues.
Yeah.
'Cause I said, "Aren't you my friend?" And she was like, "No." And I'm like, "Oh fuck."
you leave out the part where you were petting me.
I didn't.
You were
fuck-
petting
I
her?
didn't fuck
Yeah.
you.
You're
Okay,
petting her.
that's-
You
No,
fucking
I
weird.
went like this.
Yeah.
Like,
Uh-huh.
okay, you call that petting? Fuck. Okay, I'm
Yeah.
sorry I don't walk over dead bodies in China. I gave you a friendly pat on the shoulder. I knew this was gonna come up. Psycho.
Definitely.
No,
I believe her here. I believe her
No,
in
I
this
wasn't. I
situation.
don't pet. That sounds so fucking creepy.
I don't know.
I-
Petting is
like-
something that sounds like something you would do.
No,
No,
I
no.
didn't fucking like
So-
that thing. You know.
No, that's something like Claudia would do. Claudia would be like, "Yeah, you're
Jesus
a
Christ, I
fucking
need a fuck.
Asian."
No, Claudio. He's another friend of the pod. Jesus Christ, Caleb. Why don't I name my fucking uncle at this point?
My uncle, not a friend of the.
Yeah, literally not a friend of the pod.
Oh shoot, man.
In fact, if I mention him, he'll DM me like 17 paragraphs, like my options. Like, all right, you either take down the video,
Yeah,
or you're out of my life. Like,
Yeah.
I've had that before.
Oh shoot, no, my dad.
Yeah, I've had that kind of pressure from family too, because like my dad's side of the family is rich,
Okay.
And so they're like, oh, if you don't like conform to this or that, like
Education.
you're out of the will. I'm like, like right away without even a fucking second thought. But yeah, fuck that shit. Because they're all fucking insane. Like my aunt literally was like an insane.
I'm sure it's Justin Bieber. You crash a Lambo into a lamppost, text your father, you're out of the will. This is the reverse position. Yes.
Fucking Justin Bieber. Justin Bieber's he's in the Diddy files.
He's been there.
Yeah, he got raped by Diddy.
Allegedly, no?
Huh?
I'm
Allegedly.
defending Diddy.
Allegedly, no.
Is it confirmed?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Because like 50 Cent, look, if 50 Cent could talk about it on Andrew
You
Schultz's
might
podcast,
wanna, you gotta
I'll
confirm
talk
it before
about
you pass
here.
it on, you know?
Yeah,
that's true.
no, but yeah,
It's
apparently.
not confirmed. The Justin Bieber is not confirmed, but everyone's speculating.
Okay, so
Speculating,
so
okay.
the way Trump confirms things, a lot of people are talking about it.
Yeah.
You know what Trump, when he talks, he reminds me of like when you're at school and some guy's like, yeah, I heard you have no friends. Like and it's effective. Like it actually fucks with you.
See, you see what they did for him in Dubai? They put they
yeah,
made the
yeah,
Burj
they got it.
Khalifa the flag of America.
Dude, he played that song and I'm proud to be.
You
Yeah.
were-
So that video went viral and that was fucking wild because all I was thinking was like, I hope he doesn't come to America and like make us listen to like, like or some like I don't know Arabic national anthem.
Fucking the national anthem.
Like
of
we're all just
Indonesia.
sitting, yeah, like Carney's just standing there. We're just listening to like the Saudi Arabian theme song.
But it was That's
It's just the sound of a plane.
no, my favorite thing is when I think when you post, he's like, you're gonna make him stand up for the whole song.
Okay, so yeah, because after the first few seconds, you think it's gonna end.
Yeah.
Then he gets a "cause I'm proud." And, like everyone's just, I don't know what's going through their minds at that point. But then it zooms in on Trump's face. You can see him wording the lyrics like as if he's like you know when people would dance in the '80s, they would sing the song while they're dancing.
Yeah.
Like people don't do that shit anymore. When if you're at a club or something, like most guys just stand around, wait, and awkwardly just like stalk people basically. But back when I was at this bar and I was watching like they were playing like old. I think you referenced it in one of our episodes. Footloose is like
Yeah, Footloose.
so like in those days you'd see guys like
Kevin Bacon.
You walk up to a woman at a nightclub and be like, "Baby, would you drive my car?" And like then you actually are like hitting on someone at that point.
Yeah.
Right.
You can't fucking start. You know how crazy you would look if you're singing the song to a girl you're talking to at a bar.
Yeah.
That'd be yes, I went to the Footloose. It's like, what
Yeah.
the fuck? That's freaking, that'd be freaking
Or if
weird.
they're playing Kanye.
So are you Jewish? Stronger.
Well, so I'm graduating my class soon, but like at school, like we'd be
Congratulations.
working on our like tools and like building like shit, and then in the background, my friend only goes, like we know which song he's singing, you know, in his head. Yeah.
There used to be one song in jail we would all like break out into fucking, we'd all like break out randomly like one of the black guys would start singing it and then we'd all like slowly fucking hop on. It'd be like the worst musical ever. I forget what it was.
Was
Fuck.
it a? Yeah.
No, it wasn't a fucking Chain Gang song. Oh, speaking of Chain, you know what I saw? I saw
It was
Sinners.
Genuine by Pony.
I saw Sinners.
Oh yeah.
The
I
Michael
know I could
B.
sing.
You know, okay, so
That was actually good.
what?
I just sang.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, fuck. What do you want to pivot careers? Fuck. You gotta start going to musical open mics.
No, I'll be a church choirist.
Yeah, just be
Church choir.
Just be
but
like a
you're
singing-
Jewish. Yeah, you gotta
Doesn't
be-
matter, bro. Listen, I have a backup plan. If anything shit hits the fan in the Middle East, I just become Italian instantly.
Yeah.
kind of like special needs, like Asian dude that wanted me to be his like you know when you change your name, you need like a guardian or some bullshit. So he's telling me, can you be my guardian to change your? And I'm like, dude,
Was he like under 18?
no, he's like 21. I'm like,
Okay,
bro.
but he has like Down syndrome or something.
Yeah, something like that.
Oh, okay.
So he's
so
just
he
like-
needs parental consent.
He's like, can you consent? I'm like, no, I'm not. He's like, you're Korean. What your name want to be? He's like, I want to be Anthony. I'm like, you want to be Anthony?
There's a lot of Asian Anthonys though.
Really?
Yeah, you like talk to fucking some
Odd.
people. They're like, my name's Ching Dong Bing Gong, and then like my English name is Anthony. You know, like
It's okay. I'm not gonna call
Get that.
Asian kid Tony. Like that's crazy. That's
Tony actually works. I think that's a suitable.
For
You know what I mean? Yeah, for sure. Like
They call me Domenic Decoco. That's the problem when you want to change my name. You just get exposed. Then some German guy just starts laughing.
Yeah, the German guy's like the go.
You ever see that scene in fucking Schindler's List where they throw a guy in a wheelchair off a balcony? That's like the funniest scene in the movie.
Oh shit.
Till this day, I'm glad. So now there's 3 of us. I was the only guy that ever thought that was funny.
Oh, but I remember that kid. He ended up in Africa, and I was like, what happened? Like, what group were you going with? He's like, no, I was actually trying to go
the
to
Asian kid with Down syndrome ended up in Africa.
Africa. Like, he showed me pictures of him and elephants and shit.
Reverse slave trade. They said,
And then the Asian kids were making, but he said he was trying to go to Toronto. He thought it was a group going to like Toronto field trip, and he ended up in Africa. And I was like, what's the, your parents signed you off on that? He's like, yeah. I was like, so you didn't think there was not Toronto for like how long, man? He's just like, no, I thought it was in Toronto the whole time. I was like,
no, there's no.
yeah,
fucking way,
100%.
bro. There's no.
Yeah,
way,
100%.
Because like people with Down syndrome are still like cognitively functional. Like they
Some
still
are,
like know
some
where
are.
they are and shit. Like
some are.
they could work at Subway. You know what I mean? They could hang out with Simmons. Like.
Okay,
We just get fact checked. They actually are not cognitively present. That's the kind of fact checking we get now. On
Jesus Christ.
Oh,
I keep laughing at the Asian kid with Down syndrome and Inglorious Bastards. He's so good.
oh, so bad.
Instead of fucking carving swastikas into the foreheads, they carve like smiley faces. You know, like.
You belong to us.
he's hiding in the basement and shits his pants.
I still don't smell it.
So anyway, yeah. So I saw Sinners,
Okay.
the fucking Michael B. Jordan movie.
Oh yeah, the vampire movie. Right?
Yeah. So it basically it's from dusk till dawn. I don't know if you've
That's
seen
everyone's
From Dusk Till Dawn.
Yeah, everyone's saying
It's
that.
from it's essentially the
never
same
watched that
exact
movie.
fucking plot.
Never watched the movie either. So,
The same exact plot.
so who's Salma Hayek or whatever it is in that movie?
I don't know because they're all black. Oh, actually, there's one white broad. there's one white broad. Probably the one white chick. Yeah, because she even turns into a vampire. Because Hayek is a vampire in From Dusk Till Dawn,
Is
right?
she? I can't
I'm
remember.
pretty sure.
I don't watch.
yeah.
I don't want to watch it fully.
I'm pretty sure Tarantino dies, and then who plays Tarantino's brother? Anyways, yeah, Clooney, right? Clooney, and then Clooney lives till the end. So right, it's essentially.
he was great in Spy Kids.
Spy Kids is a fucking fantastic movie.
Huge gamble. Like, what if you had a stroke the next day? Imagine your greatest actor of all time. What was his last movie? Spy Kids? And Sean Connery, League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
Oh yeah,
that
that was a good
movie.
movie. That
You
was a
know
good
what?
movie. I like that
Everybody
movie.
That was
says
his
that
last
movie
movie, right?
sucks.
I'm
Sean
not sure.
Connery,
I'm not
yeah,
sure.
that's the. He
What-
said it's the movie that made him retire because he thought he bombed.
Oh my God, that's. I thought he was just getting old.
No.
He hated the movie so much
yeah,
he quit.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh
He
my
thought-
God.
he
That was a
thought
good
it-
movie. It was a
I
movie.
liked
Yeah,
it.
it was a
I
good
liked
movie.
it. I tried rewatching
Well, I didn't
it.
understand. Like in the movie, there's a guy who wears a garbage bin as a fucking outfit, and he's like bulletproof, and he moves like at the pace of like a fucking snail.
Yeah.
And he's like a flamethrower.
Yeah.
Okay, it's kind of cool, and he has a machine gun. But like, you're telling me the guy that like these people have powers and shit. They can't take down like Iron Man made in the year fucking 1100.
League. I don't know. I liked League. I don't think it withstands the test of time. I tried rewatching it recently, and the
Oh,
CGI
so no, I
is
wanna
really
watch
like.
it. Yeah. But that's what
not
Spy
there.
Kids was just so jarring. When I watched it, I was like, "Whoa,
Yeah.
this is jarring."
I thought the ship was dumb because it's like the size is thin like a paper because it moves really fast.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm like, what are they like one floor above each other? Like, what are they-
it's true. Yeah.
Yeah, but apparently that movie bombed. Like everybody says it's a
Really?
shit movie. Yeah, but like I don't
Spy
know.
Kids? No, it just looked bad. I don't think it did. I think it did well in theaters.
No,
I
not
just-
Spy Kids. League.
Oh, League. Yeah.
yeah,
League.
League.
one of the guys, his biggest weakness is seeing a picture of himself or a painting of himself.
I can't. Yeah, I can't.
And
What?
then there's
Oh yeah, because he's yeah, because they I forgot he's Dorian Gray.
So, okay, so
Like
you really
the picture
remember.
of Dorian Gray. It's like it's like a fucking Renaissance story where it's like the
think I saw
guy
it too
the
young. I
guy
didn't-
lives forever, but he can't see a picture of
himself.
himself
Oh,
because
okay.
then it like goes away or something like that. But then like one guy keeps the picture for like masturbation purposes or something, and then it's like him trying to find the picture the whole book.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, good book. Shout out Dorian Gray.
But I think League of Short like I think they have a comic book, right? I think people like I guess they're pissed off with like it didn't like copy like the.
But it's so fucking gay, you know what I mean? Like they turned Mouse into fucking Schindler's List. Like I'm sure, you know, like
What's
you don't see
Mouse
anyone
about?
complaining about that.
Dude, Mouse is a good book actually. I read it once and like it shows
Yeah.
like them in like they're in like the prisoner of wars and like they go into some lake in freezing cold water.
It's literally about concentration camps.
But
It's an allegory for the Holocaust.
Yeah, no, but I mean, I didn't say it's a good book for that specific reason. I'm saying in general, it's a best.
Yeah.
Like, it's a
I also
popular
read that book way too early. I read that book in like grade 5.
You know how lazy I was in English class in high school. I remember like she was making us read like Lord of the Flies or something.
Yeah, Lord of the Flies.
And I remember I was
Great
so
book.
I was so mentally like
movie, too.
I was so like not underdeveloped. Every 5 years my IQ like goes up like enough that I'm not retarded.
Yeah.
So like, but that was when I was still retarded, and I was like, I remember asking her like, because she would always make us read everything through the lens of Freud, and I didn't like that because it was like complicating shit. Like if there's water, oh, water means chaos.
Yeah.
Like she would just keep saying random, unrelated shit about the
yeah.
book.
You know what Lord of the Flies turned into, movie wise?
What?
Castaway.
Really?
No, not at all.
No,
Not at all.
I didn't read the book. I never did any. I never.
Oh, you
read-
never did any?
No,
Oh,
I
you
didn't
You
read
just
it.
did like Cliff
Spark Notes and
yeah,
bullshit.
Spark Notes and shit.
But I remember one day I was like, I would get like 4 hours of sleep every night for some. I would be like fucking just on.
Yeah,
my
just like
computer.
everybody who went to high school.
So I remember I was in class one day, like deliriously tired, like I was
Mm-hmm.
like out of my mind tired, and I remember saying like, you know, we're not retarded, right? And like she was like, what? She was just explaining Freud to us, but what I meant to say was like we don't like. Then I told her after like Freud was discredited because I found some article saying that like Freudian psychology is discredited, and then she just fucking hated me for the whole year. But it is true, it doesn't make sense to like anyone that you don't study Freud, like psychologists, it's not you're not gonna find a Freudian psychologist anymore, you know. So I don't know why they were making us study every book through the lens of Freud.
Also, I don't understand who's teaching you Freudian psychology in high school.
It used to be the main thing. It was Freud versus, I think, Carl Jung, and they went Freud for years, and then now they're realizing it kind of fucked the whole generation up.
a huge waste
Yeah.
of time in general. I mean, it's just like, you know, it's like the theories themselves stink. Like it's like fucking, you know, like penis envy and shit, or like it's
Penis
just
envy?
stupid.
What's speaking of penis envy, I had a grade 9 teacher, Miss Leckman.
All right. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
So she was fat.
Yeah.
And then she got and then one year she got skinny.
Yeah.
And she started dating like the cool grade 10 English teacher, which we all like. And then, but like my class was like, my grade was like the worst fucking grade in the school, like behavior wise. And so we're all sitting in her class, like fucking around. And then she just gets up and she's like, I know you guys don't respect me because I'm a woman, but let me tell you something. I have testicles. They're just in my head. And then and then someone yelled out, no, they're in your fucking mouth.
By someone, he means him.
Exactly.
Yeah, then that kid got expelled. I mean, when I went to Cartier, I took advanced math.
Yeah.
And I got like so I used to sell weed in high school, and in Cartier I'd sell weed, and like I'd go out like every 30 minutes from the class to like go sell weed. And so my professor at the time was like this old like Persian guy.
Yeah.
And he's like, he pulls me aside one time. He's like, hey, like, why do you keep going to the bathroom like 2-3 times a fucking class? And I'm like, in my head, like, I didn't know what to say, so I just thought of the most retarded shit. Because I know, like, if you go to the in Cartier particularly, if you go to the bathroom too many times, they have to tell administration, and then administration's like, they're gonna put the cops on you and all this shit.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm just like, oh, I have one kidney, so I have to piss.
You have to piss.
And he's like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm like, yeah, it's a genetic
Yes,
thing. That's
Cartier.
crazy. He bought it so fucking hard. I was able to fucking go to the bathroom whenever I wanted. And then at the end of the fucking semester, he's like, okay, listen, you got a 50-50 65 on your final, which is technically a fail, but I just bumped you up to a 60, so you
That's
passed.
nice.
I'm like, yeah, let's go.
That's it.
I remember at Card State, there was this like big, like we're waiting in line to register, and there's this big white girl there.
Yeah.
She's just doing things. She's like, "Yo, is this a good school?" I'm like, "Well, yeah, it's all right. You know, you do your thing."
Literally the worst school.
Literally
the worst
And she's like,
school.
"Yeah, I was outside, and these 4 black guys saw me. They're like, yo, you gotta drop that weight, nigga." And I was I had this one manager. Like, one time, this girl, like, she was pissing me off. I was the dishwasher. She was pissing me off. So then sometimes for like when they go on vacation, you just pie people in the face, whatever. She's like, "Peter, you want to pie her in the face? Just with whipped cream and a coffee filter, you just pie her." And I was like, "Okay, I'm gonna fucking pie this bitch." So I fill one with the like regular whipped cream. The other one I put like fucking hot sauce, fucking tartar sauce, fucking mayonnaise, fucking whatever. So I'm like, I'm gonna fucking get this bitch. So I fill up with this one sauce. So I pie her in the face. Then I take the other sauce and I put it on her fucking head. And then she's all like, "What the fuck?" And the manager's like, "That's tartar sauce. That's tartar sauce." I was like, "Why the fuck?"
Literally, that's assault with a weapon. That's what that is.
How would that have applied in your high school or your education?
Yeah, what was
Right
Chinese
side?
high school like?
Just study all day.
Yeah, what did they do if like kids were fucking around or not getting good grades or like?
Yeah.
They put people in different classes, good class and bad class.
Oh, wait. Didn't you tell me about someone breaking bottles on your head or some shit like that?
That's
Jesus.
university. No, it's,
That one slipped through the cracks.
this university. There's a performance where you smash a beer bottle on your forehead.
Oh, it's a performance.
Again, assault with a weapon.
But it's like, why would you? So, like, what did you get worried about, like CT or?
Well, you practice for that. You
How do you practice?
prepare. Yeah.
Prepare? Yeah. Okay.
CTE. You hang out with boom boom parties.
So like, what would happen? So if you won this competition, first of all, how many people are competing?
Not
I
like
just picture 50 Chinese guys smashing bottles in their
Yeah.
head.
At the same time, you're not competing. It's a show for other people to watch.
Oh, it's like a talent. It's like a talent
Yeah,
show,
talent
but
show, yeah.
but nobody has talent in China, so they just smash.
So basically, their discipline is a Japanese game show with no cameras rolling.
This is awesome.
Oh,
She told me that, I'm like, this is not real, bro. Like, I like
okay,
it.
but in high school, say like I was a shit kid, I went to a shit class, what would happen? Like, was the teacher stricter? Was the teachers allowed to hit you?
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
Now they.
So you get
cannot
fucking
do that.
karate chopped if you talk back or something?
Oh, dude, I actually once I saw a kid once get fucking smashed with a basketball in elementary school.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
By a teacher?
So my English teacher replaced the gym teacher.
Okay, that's always that's always good.
And like this English teacher was a fucking psycho in general, like verbally.
yeah, I get the
And I would have
failed
like
writer to
I had a
fucking-
nightmare that he was like beating my mom. like, like I remember I had a dream where I see the couch in her bedroom and he's just fucking punching her. Anyway, so I get this.
Lord of the Flies.
So no, so we're in gym class and he just whips a basketball at this kid's face.
Yeah.
And the kid wasn't. It's not that he wasn't listening. He was from Israel and he didn't understand what he was saying.
Okay.
So the kid, his name was
Just say it in-
Omer or something.
Just say it in fucking Hebrew, no?
He at one point he's like, and you'd think he would understand this. He just whips a basketball in his face.
Yeah.
And all the kids did fucking nothing. We just watched it. We're like, oh fuck, okay, so we better pay attention. and then I did this fucked up thing where like I was on the bench, like the bench in the gym, and I had an ice pack, and there was this kid next to me who was like the nicest kid in my class. And I randomly threw the ice pack like this, and I didn't know it was gonna hit him directly in the face. So it hits him in the face. He's crying. Then the teacher walks over and he's like, "What happened?" Then I start fake crying, and I'm like, "Oh!"
That's
And then,
so
so he sees two kids crying, and he's like, "I don't understand. Who the fuck's throwing the ice pack?"
He's just holding a basketball. Which one do I whip?
So he looks at two kids doing this exact motion, and the kid was in so much pain that he couldn't out the words that he threw the ice pack at my head.
That's so funny.
Dude, I remember I got Charlie. I remember I was in grade 5. I got Charlie horsed by a trombone. Like, Some fucking kid. There was this like retarded kid named Petros.
Like music class.
Yeah, he's Greek, obviously. Obviously, he's a Greek
I
guy.
knew when you said retarded.
Yeah, yeah, like full blown ADD, right? And like we had music class where we all learned instruments. So Petros had the trombone. Trombone like had a heavy case, and like the whole thing in grade 5. Like I don't know if this was like a phenomenon in your school, but like Charlie horses were like a big thing back then.
Yeah, I Charlie horsed my friend's iPhone once and fucking had to buy him a new phone.
Yeah,
What
so
is Charlie horse?
You punch someone in the thigh.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
like the back of the thigh.
Okay.
You like knee someone in the back of the thigh and like it hurts and it's
Yeah.
like you know the funny bone thing.
No.
All right.
Oh shit. Just like takes a beer bottle.
So,
and
anyways, so this fucking kid like full power takes like the trombone in its case and just fucking Charlie horses me and I started to cry. Like yeah, it was
shit.
bad.
On purpose?
Yeah, on purpose. Yeah, yeah, yeah. His dad's a judge. Funny enough, yeah, his dad was a lawyer and then he turned into a judge. And then like we had grade 10 law class. And he was in the law class, obviously, and his dad came like to do a mock trial. And in the mock trial, I played a defense attorney, and my client got off acquitted. And I was like, yeah. And then like his dad like personally congratulated me. He's like, yeah, you know, you should like probably focus on a career in law or something. I'm like,
Close, you
yeah.
were
close, he was
Yeah. And so, and then like 2 years later, I'm passing court. And my lawyer's like, listen, it's like your third bail breach. Like, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get you bail, this and that. And I'm like, all right, well, like, who do we have choices for a judge? Because sometimes the lawyer can judge shop.
Yeah.
And he's like, there's a Judge Masha. And I'm like, get that guy. I'm like, get that, because it's the same fucking judge.
Yeah.
That was Petros' dad. And so I passed in front of him, and like, he's like there, he's reading my case, and he gets to my name. He's like, oh, he's like, Mr. Pecker. And then he looks at me and like, he doesn't acknowledge that he remembers me, but he basically just like on the spot, like granted me bail, right?
Oh,
away.
perfect.
And I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
Not
My
really.
buddy drove away once from a cop actually when he got pulled over.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck happened. Like the cop, but the story was that the cop randomly pulled over his car, but then my friend kept going a bit around the corner of a street, and then he pulled over. So usually the cop would want to be like right behind you, right?
Yeah.
So as my friend's waiting, he just like turns the car on and leaves, and then the cop probably got out of his car on the other corner and then saw him over
Ain't
there.
nobody there.
Yeah, he just drove away straight up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's how they teach you to drive away from cops. Is like if you're gonna run from the cops, they're gonna ask you driver's registration. So you do the initial, and then while the cop is walking back to his car, that's when you take off. So you have like a head start.
Who's teaching
For
you
sure,
this?
yeah.
Who's teaching?
Well, if you have to,
Law school.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't want to look in your rearview mirror. You see a guy holding a fucking beer ball, right?
But there's
performing.
there's like a bunch of guys in jail. Like there's this one 18-year-old kid who was in jail for like a high-speed chase. And he was in a high-speed chase that started in Quebec and ended in Ontario.
Oh,
And
shit.
he ended up, and what happened was a cop crashed into him like head on. Like he played chicken with the cop, but like both of them didn't fucking like, both of them didn't move. So the cop crashed into him head on, and the cop got hospitalized, like seriously
shit.
hospitalized.
Thank God.
So they got like a
shit.
year for the fucking chase and shit. You can't drive for like 5 years. Yeah, I've seen two guys run into. I seen one guy get hit by a car and then another guy run into the same car. I saw that happen on Sources Boulevard.
Yeah.
And like one guy's like, oh fuck, he's like, my side fucking hurts, like, cause the car was going like pretty fast, and then the other guy's like, oh fuck, my knee fucking hurts. I'm like, yeah, well, you're retarded. How do you run into the same fucking car that hit the other guy?
Well, some accidents like end up in a weird way. Like my friend once, he opened his door and like a cyclist hit the door.
I've done that.
But the cyclist flipped over, and he's from Australia, and he's like, "That was fucking awesome." Like he was really cool about it. And the kid was like a compulsive liar. You ever meet like he was like a compulsive liar?
Yeah. It's like everyone has that.
Where I found this keychain where it's like a dolphin thing, and I randomly was like, "Where did you get this?" And he's like, "Oh, I got it in Vegas." I'm like, we're like 7. What are you talking about? You guys all had like laptops in high school?
Yeah, you get like the shitty ThinkPads.
Yes.
Yeah.
So like, did you also have a policy where like if it breaks, they just fix it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we would
maybe,
just
I
have kids throwing their laptops down the stairs. Like there was a kid who would always like the joke that he would do is he would open his locker and whip it into his locker.
That was his bit. That was his opener.
He was always breaking his laptop, and the guy was always miserable. Like the IT guy was fucking miserable. And me and my friend would always like we didn't play basketball during gym like normal kids.
With laptops.
No, so we would show up like I would go in command prompt and like you could even do it here and it's not gonna do anything. Like if you open like CMD, I don't know if I want to do this, but you write like color A to make the letters green, and then you do dir/s. And it would look like the Matrix because it's just showing every file on your computer like over and over again. And I'd be like, "Hey, Steve, I don't know if something's wrong." I was showing the Matrix. And one time my laptop actually wasn't working because of like porn that I was watching, and I got a virus.
Yeah.
So like all the porn was open, the laptop screen's not turning on. I'm just picturing, okay, he's gonna fucking turn on my laptop and see what kind of
You
like
broke the laptop.
How much child porn does it take to break it down?
So, but I remember when he gave it back to me, I'm like, so I was like, as a kid, I'm like, did you see the porn? I was like, really embarrassed. He's like, no. I turned the computer on. First thing I did.
It's his porn. It's not even your porn.
It's like initially it was trans, and it's like big wet butts. He's trying to help me.
Yeah. He's
Like
trying
just
to
attract the cock, and you'll be fine, kid.
Yeah.
Put in some elbow grease, and you'll end up like me one day.
So you're just going to meat spinners.
Yeah.
Wheel of Fortune.
The wheel of wow.
Yeah, I don't know. Did we talk about my grade 3 teacher got arrested for child pornography?
Yeah, polar.
No. That was my grade 9 science teacher. Got
Science
arrested
teacher,
for
yeah.
Why is everyone in that school
now that I think back on it, it's no fucking wonder I went down the way of life I did. So I had a grade 3 teacher, Mr. Smith, from this school we can't name because we'll get sued. And what's it called? He was like the coolest fucking grade 3 teacher. You know how you have those teachers in grades that like everybody wants as a homeroom teacher?
Yeah.
So he's like one of those teachers. And there used to be this thing in the school did. It was called principal for a day.
Oh.
But because
I
it was
never
like a
had that.
fucking fancy.
Oh, for students.
Yeah, for
You're
students.
the principal
yeah.
for the day.
Yeah, so like you get to choose like the lunch menu and you do like some kind of bullshit like speech or something, and like everybody thinks you're hot shit. And so, but like it was a scam in my school, in my elementary school, because the richest person would get it, like the richest kid would get it.
Yeah.
Because essentially like whichever family like donates the most money would, you know what I mean? So like us like not rich kids would get fucking like nothing, you know what I mean? So like the most annoying richest kid gets fucking that nobody likes, gets principal for a day in my grade. And then he chooses like the gayest fucking lunch menu where it's like oatmeal cookies and like this. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, bro, you could have done pizza. So
Not my president.
So yeah, not my, don't tread on me. And so my homeroom teacher was in charge of designing like the poster that would go up in the school, and he left with his computer on. So I went on his computer and I changed the lunch menu to hot dogs.
Okay.
But like I didn't even capitalize or anything. Like I just wrote hot dogs,
Should've just wrote piss everywhere.
thinking that he would realize it. Okay.
The whole menu's piss.
An hour later, I see all the posters up in school. It just says hot dogs in like non-capitalized letters. You know what I mean? And then so next period, he comes in, he freaks out. He's like, who went on the fucking computer to change the fucking lunch menu? This, mind you, we're in grade 3.
Yeah.
So he's like, nobody's gonna get to go to fucking recess until that person like stands up. So I'm like, yo, I'm not about to let the homies not go to recess, you know?
Yeah, okay.
So I like raise my hand, I'm like, it's me, whatever. And then so he sits me down, he's like, okay, listen, like you can't like, he would like calmly explain, he's like, you have detention for recess. And it's like, but we were one-on-one, you know, like alone in a room, and he like explained to me this and whatever. And I was like, yeah, okay, whatever. Like oatmeal cookies is the gayest thing you could fucking have for
You
lunch.
eat that all the time.
What do you mean?
Oatmeal.
So this is why I left after 20 minutes.
Anyway, so then, and then like 6 months later, he gets arrested for child pornography, for
That's
like tons
crazy.
of child pornography on his computer. And I'm like, oh, this is why he was angry that I went on his computer to change the
You
lunch
couldn't just
menu.
draw it?
I was a couple of clicks away from the fucking mother load. You know what I'm saying? But then the school
Hot
had a
dogs
meeting
with
with me.
children.
The school had a meeting with me, and they're like,
Oh.
"Did he touch you?" No.
Oh, wow.
And in hindsight, I should have said yes and just gotten a fat check. But I was retarded. I didn't.
Fuck.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Fuck,
It's not too late.
I'm like, I didn't want to seem gay. You know what I mean? So
No,
I
just be like
said
the next.
no.
Just be like Corey Feldman. Go back like 30 years later. And
Yeah, I was abused. Yeah.
You show up wearing the gayest outfit possible, like leather shiny jacket. Like fucking,
Yeah, with the gimp suit on. Yeah,
this teacher fucked me up.
yeah, in grade
You
3.
put hot dogs as the cue. You were trying to tell people.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
You want coleslaw with that? No, forget. I remember this one kid who was like special needs too. His name was Chris, and I remember he shat his pants in the middle of class.
Okay.
And then
Power move.
Why is there always a kid that shits himself at school? Every graduating, there's that one kid that I had a kid too who shat himself, and then he had to change schools.
No, there was a kid not in my high school, but in my neighborhood. He was playing, and this was in high school, so it's like super embarrassing. He was playing football at lunch, and there was like these 2 kids who are like super fucking jacked coming to fuck him up, like tackle him and shit. And he shat his pants before they tackled him and shit. Shout out Matt Birch, by the way. I'll never forget this story. And
He fucked off to BC
and
somewhere.
then literally as soon as he graduated high school, he moved to Alberta because nobody could stop talking. Nobody stopped talking about how he shot his pants.
Literally
at
the other
lunchtime
end
in
of the
grade
country.
10.
no, like our guy stayed. Our guy stayed, but it's like our teacher was just getting angry with him every
That's
time.
another crazy move to stay.
He stayed.
You're the guy that shot himself for 7 years.
It didn't matter. It didn't matter. And I remember the teacher just got pissed. His name was Chris, and I just remember he's like, when he shat his pants, he's just like, "Yo, Chris, go home." I'm like, "How is he gonna go home? He can't sit down on the bus. Like, what is he gonna fucking do?" But yeah, he was a nice guy.
Run home, shit. Fucking stink. It's a good school.
Fuck. We went to what, Lakeside?
Yeah, I went Lakeside. I went to it was Meadowbrook Elementary and then Lakeside Academy. It was Lakeside.
You know who else went to Lakeside?
Who?
Simmons.
Simmons went to
Yeah,
Lakeside.
Simmons went to Lakeside.
Friend of the pod.
Friend of the pod.
We'll send you his Facebook link, DM
Jordan
us.
Simmons. He's a 30-year-old man who penny boards everywhere.
He has good
But he has 20 in the stock market.
stock warehouse.
Jared from Subway Coin.
Oh, Lakeside Academy was crazy. It was a good time. That was fucking. I remember we
Yeah,
had this one.
I knew some kids from Lakeside. They're all fucking retards.
There's one teacher. Clearly was a pedophile, but like we just never. He only got fired like years later after I was there. But I remember one time he was just standing in gym class. He's our gym teacher. He was just standing in gym class
With a heart on.
With a heart on. With a heart on. He was straight, and we were roasting. We're like, no, look at this guy. This fucking dick out. I'm like, but it was. We didn't think it was weird. We're just like, what the fuck? He's in the girls' bath. He's always going to the girls' bathroom. Shit, like.
Okay, this is not even like maybe. This is like you're witnessing a
A
fucking.
pedophile, but like it was like the Ganawagi guys, the black guys, everybody. We're just like roasting this guy. Like, look at this fucking.
So instead of telling the administration, they're like, "Yeah, look at this fucking pedophile." Man.
I'll never forget
But
that.
like, what's your excuse? Like, say you got confronted for the administration, like, hey, Mr. Like Mr. Gym Teacher, whatever the fuck. I'm bad with
Mr.
fictional
Wallach.
names.
No,
Apparently,
sorry, not Mr. Wallach. It was Mr. Guerre, I think his name was.
Mr. Guerin, yeah.
I love to teach.
No,
But how did they? Why did you guys
it's like,
tolerate?
it's the
Like, all that-
Viagra from I keep taking the Cialis too early. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
No, I remember.
That's just Carré being Carré.
We had this guy named Mr. Wallach as our vice principal. He was so hilarious. If you did anything stupid, he would just like listen to you, but you know he's gonna say something stupid. Cause one time we were just like, me and this girl, we're just joking around, but we're like in like the girls' bathroom, like just the entrance. So he's like, okay, go to the principal's office. And then I'm explaining what's going on. He goes, all right. And he just takes his book out. He just draws the circles. You know what that is? I'm like, I don't know, circle of life. An asshole. That's
Circle of
fucking
life.
you, man.
I
That was a
remember.
funny ass circle of life. Like you even tried making it
So
sound
we,
smart.
so they tried doing this thing where they made the gym teacher, Mr. Martin, who was completely retarded, by the way. They made him like the disciplinary guy for the whole school. So if you did something wrong, like you go get disciplined by Mr. Martin, but he had like no idea how to discipline kids whatsoever. So there's this like obese guy named Peter Shaloub, like in the grade above me, and we all convinced him to do the truffle shuffle shirtless in front of like his teacher or something after lunch, and he did it. Like he
shit.
did it, like belly out. He was like
It's like a
300
fat guy
pounds,
dance
like
thing?
belly. Yeah, it's like you ever seen the Goonies?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they do the truffle shuffle in the Goonies and
Yeah.
shit. Like so he did that. So he gets sent to Mr. Martin, and then Mr. Martin's like, Peter, what'd you do? And he's like, and then he reenacted the truffle shuffle for Mr. Martin. And Mr. Martin looked at him and said, I don't even know what to do. Get the fuck out of here.
He's like, hey, my kid's worse.
Yeah. His kid was actually in the same Jake Martin. You
Oh,
know, his
really?
kid- yeah, his kid was actually a student, also fucking room temperature IQ. Be surprised
That's my
at that.
favorite term. Room temperature. I like that.
And he gets smarter. I have ambient temperature. Ambient temperature IQ.
Yeah, I say if you're a parent, don't send your kids to fucking private school. It's somehow more retarded than public school.
All right, Lakeside I heard it got better, but I don't know.
Lakeside, yeah, because back in the day, Lakeside was just like, well, Lachine was horrible.
Yeah, it was like Lachine High, and then they were like trying to make it a private school, but it was just like the wrong time. It was like, it was not the. It was good time. I remember one time these guys were like putting lines in the field or whatever for the football or whatever. So and then the guy left like a case of like Bud Light, and then I just remember everyone just like took the case and just started running in the back and started drinking. It was then the guy's like, hey, he's going to each class like, who took my beer? I'm like, the case, bro. What are you talking?
You know, fucking speaking of teachers, you know, Ben Cardili used to be a sub at St.
He taught at
Thomas
my
High
school too.
Ben Cardili taught you.
taught at my high school too, yeah.
my boy Dean, shout out Dean Bertoya, definitely friend of the pod. He went to St. Thomas and he remembers Ben being his substitute teacher, which is funny because they're only like, I don't know, Ben's like, how old's Ben? Like 34
Yeah,
or something?
he's younger than me.
34, 35. So like a 6-7 year difference. And I remember like he got absolutely no respect as a substitute teacher.
That's why he got in comedy.
Maybe.
No, he
Well,
was a musician.
The
before
fact that he
was a
taught at my
comedian.
school was like, because I know what we put our teachers through in music
Yeah.
class. Like, no, because we're at a private like Jewish high school. Like everyone's like, okay, doctor, lawyer, accountant, doctor, lawyer, Elon Musk, doctor, lawyer.
Yeah.
No one was like, I'm gonna be a
Pedophile,
fucking
like,
musician.
talk to lawyer,
Yeah.
So like in music class, like there was the odd 2 or 3 kids that actually liked music, and the rest of us were just fucking breaking our guitars and like.
Yeah, that's
shooting
what I did. That's
laptops.
exactly what I did.
We
in
just
music
fucked
class.
around
I
and-
got I did the tuba, and then I realized how to break the keys on the tuba.
Yeah, but
And then eventually my teacher got fucking fed up with me. He's like, listen, just fucking sit there, and I'll give you a B. And I'm like,
no, so
Exactly,
we did a
that's,
teacher
our
who
French
we did a
teacher.
teacher that had a PhD. So he went by Dr. O'Brien.
Yeah.
And then all of us,
it's great. An
and all-
Irish
you
guy
know,
with a PhD is crazy.
yeah, he's like some Irish guy who claims to be a doctor, and we're
Got
all,
a pretty huge dick.
but we're all like Jews, and we're like, you're not a real doctor. You're not. What do you? He's a guy with a PhD in music at the Institute of Music of Canada. Like, why are you calling yourself a doctor?
Yeah. So our music teacher would like, he was like always trying to break through like musically into like something big. So he would always tell us, he's like, yeah, I have this big audition coming up for Star Wars or something. But then he'd like always bomb. So, like, he'd go to the audition and bombs. He'd come back and he'd like be fucking depressed for 2 weeks. He's like, okay, now we're gonna play Claire de Lune, like, you know.
No, our French teacher or substitute that when he came in after our one teacher got a mental breakdown. So he brought this other guy, Mr. Mercier, and he just started like teaching us African like gambling games.
Okay,
And-
yeah, he
and-
saw a bunch of black kids in his class. He's like, all right.
No, I was like the
He's
only
like,
one.
I know exactly what kind of curriculum.
And then he's like, okay, we're gonna watch today. We're watching the first UFC. I'm like, what
He's
does
like,
that have to do with
here's how you skip rent. He shows you Coming to America. The guy throwing himself down the stairs.
Yeah. You ever seen Faculty?
No, I didn't see it.
Good movie. It's fucking, but the guy like breaks the fucking. It's when like parasites from like outer space invade a high school and shit, and then like
Also,
yeah, and so they break. One of the guys breaks like the cutter and then uses it as like a machete. Anyways,
Just watch Hancock every day.
but then I remember at one point he just goes like, at the end of the year we get our report cards. I look, I'm like, I get a 59. I'm like, and 60's the pass. I'm like, why'd you give me a 59? Because I don't fucking like you. so then my dad goes to the parent teacher meeting.
59.8.
So then my dad comes to the parent teacher. He's like, I want to meet this Mr. McCurdy guy. I was like, okay. And then he goes, why'd you give my son a 59? Because I don't like him. I was like, I don't like him too. And they just fucking, and they started drinking at my house. And I was like, what the fuck is going on? Why are you friends, man? Why are you fucking asshole?
that's so funny.
My dad used to get drunk with my barber when I was a kid. It was, like it was an Italian barber shop.
My dad used to get drunk with me as a kid.
Well, the guy would just come out like and he'd eat like Cheetos and shit while he's drinking red wine with my dad in some secret room in the fucking barber shop.
Oh,
and then I remember him running his hand through my hair with fucking Cheetos dust on his fucking finger. And he's like drunk. I'm like,
are you gonna cut my hair now? Like, what the fuck are you doing, man?
I have done that where like the guy's just not cutting your hair and you have to tell the guy like, please, I don't care about what you're talking about.
Oh yeah, oh no, because they like to,
Yeah.
that's one thing I wanted. I didn't want to like.
Actually, the current guy that cuts my hair, he like wears a V-neck, like a very low V-neck. He looks like Frank Zappa or like what's the guy
Say
from
Georgia
Paul
Seeley cuts
Stanley?
your hair.
Paul Rudd.
He looks like Georgia Seeley, Paul Stanley, like just like a Middle Eastern guy with very long hair and shit. And like he'll start talking about like shit that's happening in the Middle East that I don't even know about, and I don't really care.
Does he know you're Jewish?
Yeah,
he?
but he'll
Okay.
just tell me about like things going on in the Middle East, and then when he sees it, I'm like either nodding off or
Yeah.
I'm just like not listening or answering.
Yeah.
He'll stop and lean back and be like, "It's serious. It's serious."
You know it's your fault. It just keeps. That's what it's.
So like people are getting like carpet bombed, and he's like, "It's serious." It's like he's like trying to make me care in the most passive way possible. He's like rolling his eyes that I'm not listening. And,
Are you serious?
well, I don't know what the fuck's going on in random countries around the world, and I'm fucking getting a haircut, and I'm high. You know?
Yeah, we're at an hour. Yeah. All right.
Oh, okay.
Okay. All
So,
right.
it's been
Don't bomb. Stay black.
It's Drunk by Noon, who's going to be every Sunday night or Sunday.
Yeah. By the way, I didn't edit the last.